Welcome. Little Ladies' Day is an Uldan holiday, loosely based on the real-world Japanese holiday, Hinamatsuri. I say this just so you don't think it's based on White Day. Some people still seem to think it's based on White Day. It's not based on White Day. Anyway, Little Ladies' Day is currently active and will remain so until the morning of March 15th. The only requirement is that you have any class level 15 or higher. You will need to teleport or take an airship to Ulda. The Royal Handmaiden across from the stage has a few items for sale. The Decisions Orchestrion roll adds a song to your Orchestrion log, which is found in the Logs menu. It can be played on the Orchestrion in any inn-room or, if you have one, in your apartment or house. It can be found on the seasonal page. The Lovely Ladies' Day advertisement is the artwork from 2021. That was the year when Little Ladies' Day was combined with Valentine's Day. The poster can be placed on the wall in your apartment or home. And of course, there are the 2 confetti items for 10 gil each. Alright, talk to the Royal Seneschal to get the quest Inheritance. For this year's event, they are planning to give away replicas of an antique paper fan, and Aladithia, the frail but tenacious descendant of the Thorn dynasty, has been working hard researching the fan. Mr. Seneschal wants you to check on her because he is worried about her health. Okay, so just head south down the Ruby Road to the Steps of Thal and find Aldithia in the Gold Court. Seems Alditha found the fan herself, and though it is in the style of an ancient fan, it seems to be made more recently, and she found mention of a dance related to it. She wants you to consult the experts, a historian and a journalist. Head back the way you came and hang a right into the quicksand. This guy looks familiar.
That belongs in a museum!
Actually, the historian says the fan is in the style of an ancient fan, which we already knew, and that they were used for a traditional Little Ladies' Day dance. Though he did say this fan was made for that purpose, he does not say this fan is actually one of the ancient fans, so we really don't know any more than we did before. Head out the front door of the quicksand and take the Aethernet to the Thaumaturge's Guild. The journalist recognizes the fan and says that it did in fact belong to Lady Claudia, Alditha's mom. The day she met her with the fan, Claudia was out of sorts, and so she didn't finish the interview. The quickest way back to Aldithia would be to take the Aethernet to the Gladiators Guild crystal, and then head up the stairs to the Gold Court. Alditha is beginning to suspect someone has been covering up this fan and the related dance, but why? Now she wants you to go talk to 3 people who might have been around when her mother danced on Little Ladies' Day. So just go back towards the Gladiators Guild and hang a left up the stairs and you will find the first person in front of the jewelry shop. This nice lady just so happens to have been a close friend of Claudia's. She mentions that Claudia was frail and often ill just like Aldithia. Why are nobles always so sickly? Must be all the inbreeding. Anyway, she knows the dance and offers to go teach it to Alditha. Head back down the stairs and take the Aethernet to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. This lady is completely useless, but further down you find someone who seems to know quite a bit about Claudia. In fact, he claims to have been her guide during a Little Ladies event. You see, he talked her into performing the dance in front of a crowd, and afterwards she collapsed due to her frail state. He quickly excuses himself and runs off to find someone. Returning to Aldithia, you find out that the lady had been by to teach her the dance, and so you tell her everything you learned. Then her butler shows up and informs her that her father was searching for her, and so she leaves to go find him. Just go on up Ruby Road to the Steps of Nald, and you will see they didn't go far. Turning in with Aldithia, you find out that the man from earlier is in fact her father. He covered up anything about the fan and the dance because he didn't want her to exert herself as her mom did. You see, her mom died when Alditha was very young, and he was afraid of losing her as well since they both have the same condition. So, in complete defiance, Alditha stands up and performs the dance right in front of her father, and this brings back sweet memories of his love. So he realizes he was wrong and apologizes for being too protective. Alditha gives you a replica of her mother's fan, and they all have a wonderful little ladies' day. When you complete the quest, you don't get a fan, but instead you get a book, and also some gil and experience, and of course an achievement. The book teaches you the little ladies' dance emote. Unlike most dances, it's on the General tab. It does not loop on its own. It's not said often, but every once in a while you'll find someone say Little Ladies' Day is based on White Day. I think the problem is people assume Valentine's Day is based on Valentine's Day in Japan, which is a day for girls to give guys gifts. White Day is a response to that, where males give gifts to females in return. Thing is, Valentine's Day is actually more like the Western version of the holiday during which both happen. Seems like somebody did some research. Anyways, this year's was a nice, touching little story. It's nice to get a little backstory on the characters we've seen in these events, though it kind of feels like they are putting less and less content into these events. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave it a like. Goodbye.